So every time you hesitate a trade or you enter a trade based on greed or fear, the market will punish you faster than anything else. If that trading bots actually make money, why are they selling it for $200, $500? AI didn't come here to make us richer. My name is Ahmed Tahseen. I'm an ISCA certified financial influencer. I run Tahseen Investments & Co. And we help investors navigate through the markets using AI trading strategies with us through copy trading solutions, PAM solutions, and we've been operating for the last 6 years, and our track record has been verified by external auditors for the last 6 years as well. Now, 70 to 80% of the trading market is controlled by algorithms. Algorithms, they don't sleep, they don't know fear, they don't know greed, they haven't got no emotions, they're disciplined. And they punish human traders' egos faster than they think. So every time you hesitate a trade or you enter a trade based on greed or fear, the market will punish you faster than anything else. Why? Because the market now is controlled by algorithms. Now the question is, can you beat these algorithms? That's not the question. The actual question is, when will you lose? Well, like one thing when I started trading, I was always used to ask myself, why do people lose? I think if I found the answer of why people lose, then I can know how can I stay consistent, how I can have a chance to beat the markets. And when I realized the market is all run by machines and algorithms, that's when you got to change your approach to the market. So trading bots are fantastic, they're great, they're disciplined, but you got to understand something. AI trading is not like a button you press today and it makes you rich tomorrow, boom. No, that's absolutely not the case. The other myth is AI predicts the market. AI never loses. That's absolutely false. What AI does, it's, process a fast amount of data, faster, and execute based on decisions and based on technical fundamentals inputs, unlike humans, where they run by emotions, by greeds and fear, and so on. No, absolutely right. Spot on, James. Stop loss, knowing how much you might lose before you enter a trade, it prepares you emotionally. So let's say now if I'm about to buy gold or sell gold, I know exactly how much I might lose in that trade. And if my stop loss hit, I know it. I'm mentally prepared. So that kind of make you more disciplined, not emotionally revenge trading and whatnot, And speaking of stop loss, the market has been ridiculous the last couple of years since Mr. Trump came back to the to the office. So a lot of traders been getting stopped out. Yeah, and just a point I want to add. We'll say, James, as a trader, you should never risk more than 1 to 2% per trade. That way, if you lose 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 trades, you still have a chance to recover way easy. So never lose more than 1 to 2% per trade. And another point that just came in my mind, we gotta make it very clear. There is a lot of bot trading systems that they're not smart. So we gotta differentiate intelligence from automation. So not everything that's automated is actually intelligent. So you've heard so many stories before where people been using trading bots and they have lost literally everything because they've got the wrong strategies customized into these bots, such as Martingale, grid systems, and hedging loops. Not really. The other day I had someone DMing me, asking me, by the way, I've asked ChatGPT if I invest $200 using a compounding strategy, I can be a millionaire in a couple of months. I was like, all right, mate, here's $200. Try and chat to me in 2 months' time. It doesn't work like that. AI didn't come to replace the human minds. It's a tool to help us invest better, manage risk better, and help us navigate challenging markets. And you gotta understand, a lot of AI trading bots, they don't work for every market. So now with Trump, you've got the trend line markets, as you've seen now in gold, right, since 2023. Gold has been on this tremendous run, right? It's going on this trend. So a lot of AI trading, a lot of AI bots got stopped out. They cannot survive the markets anymore. So you've got to understand, distinguish it, if this AI trading bots can work in this market, because markets change in nature. One day you've got the trend line markets, one day you've got the ranging pounds markets, and I've never seen a trading bots that can operate on both. Just don't go on Google and try search, a trading bots. Ask yourself a question before you purchase any trading bots. If that trading bots actually make money, why are they selling it? Why are they selling it for $200, $500? If you ask me, what's my trading strategy? I'm not going to tell you what's my trading strategy. I've worked on this for the last 10 years. I've built it. I customized it. For example, I've got a trading algo strategy that has made over 90% in 14 months with a drawdown of 7%. And guess why that happened? Because we picked and choose the days that we avoid trading. Days like CPI, NFP, when the Fed's speaking. And what we've done through these AI systems, we've built also AI bots managing these AI that execute the trades, notifying them when Trump is speaking. But sometimes, man, Trump, sometimes he comes out of the blue, he makes these impulsive tweets. But again, it's all about managing your risk, managing your portfolio well. And make sure in each AI that you use, you gotta know what's the hard equity stop loss. That way it makes you mentally prepared. So let's say if I invest in a trading bot, and I know the expected annual return is, let's say, 20, 40% a year. What's the maximum that I could possibly lose? And that mentally prepares you. And make sure you never move your stop loss. Because sometimes what people do who trades using AI bots, when the drawdown reaches, like, let's say they set the equity stop loss to 12%. When the drawdown reaches to 9, 10%, what they do is they move the stop loss further down, hoping that the market will come back and reverse. And that's absolutely false. People talk a lot about greed and hope, but I think one of the most powerful enemies to traders is hope. Hoping the market that might change, hoping that the data might comes different, hoping that Trump might tweet something that in favor to my positions. So stick to your stop loss limits, never move them, and trust the systems. But you gotta have good, solid systems. For example, in our firm, we've been building systems for the last 12 months of development, running a back-end testing for the last 10 years, making sure they can operate, stress testing them in like days like Fed data, NFP, banking crisis. But again, the back-end testing alone is not enough, because what happened in the past might not happen again. Yeah, and if you manage your risk very well and never risk 1 to 2% per trade, you haven't got nothing to be scared of. NFP, CPI, but I always like to stay out of these days. I don't like to trade news because it's like gambling. You know, it's like going to the casino and just rolling the dice on roulette. No, don't trade news. I just forgot. You know, what made me money is the days that I didn't trade. Like when I said about the trading strategy that made about 90% with a drawdown of 7%, is because it didn't trade every day. Doesn't trade on Fridays, doesn't trade with high impact news days, and it made us more money. Based on market conditions, like I said, market changes in nature every day, you know. Trump might change his mind. One day he want to impose tariffs, the next day is like, oh no. And you know, you just gotta roll with the punches and always review your strategy and be the biggest critic. When you lose in a trade, don't blame Trump, don't blame the market, don't blame Jerome Powell. You know, it's easy to blame somebody else. You might even blame your wife for stressing you out early on that day. Just don't blame anybody. Be your biggest critic. Ask yourself, why did I lose that trade? Was my stop loss too tight? Did I enter that trade based on emotions or based on real data? And here comes AI trading. It has so many benefits, like, you know, it can process a vast amount of data, analyze the market, give you a clear market direction, and also it works 24/7 without a break. Humans sleep, AI don't. They work around the clock. But if they manage correctly, they can, I promise you, they can be one of the most powerful tools to apply to your trading. There is so many options out there in the market, but just picking the right one with proven track records and proving data and history. And you gotta focus on, don't get caught away about returns, because there's a lot of trading AI, right, bots that they can make 20, 30%, but I promise you, within 2, 3, 4 months, your account is gonna be wiped out completely and game over for you. Just look for steady and consistent AI trading bots. Ask about their history, their data, things like Sharpe ratio, maximum drawdown, and see the results yourself before you start investing in these systems. And like I said at the start of this panel, AI didn't come here to make us richer. It came to make us more disciplined, to make us more precise, and help us navigate market conditions without emotions and be more disciplined. That's it.
You advise that you have to stick with one particular asset, even if you're losing money, but you shouldn't switch the asset. If you are a gold, then you have to stick with the gold, okay? But sometimes I saw, for example, if I'm losing in gold, the way you are saying very tight losses doesn't give you stress and all these things, but in this current situation, if you have the tight stop losses, consecutively 5, 6 assets hits and you end up losing like 12% or 15%. So meanwhile, I saw that some other asset, it's falling down very badly, and I see that it's very good buy in that asset as well. And I see that if I go in that asset to buy something, maybe I can get some compensation of my gold losses. So I have to switch from gold toward Nasdaq or S&P 500 just to make myself compensate from the losses which I have in the gold trade, and also to get some good hopes. So what do you think that one person should stick with one asset even if he's losing money, or to compensate his losses from the first asset, he can switch to the other asset as well?
My other question to you is, oh, it's just a phase. Is it a learning phase, or is it you keep losing money? What's the reason why you're losing money? Is it because you're stop loss? And then if you scalping gold these days with Trump market, your stop loss are always going to get hit. Especially if you sit at $2 or $3 or $5 stop loss, or even $10 stop loss. I don't know if you guys have seen gold last week. It was moving $100 up and down, up and down, up and down. It was absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen such a thing like it. It was almost like trading Bitcoin. So why are you losing money trading gold? Because of your stop loss? Are you picking the wrong days to trade?
Not because of myself, it's because of the current market situation. Even if I'm working on my strategy, which worked perfectly for me, but because of the current situation, there is no strategy which is like going successful, okay? So it's because of the outer circumstances I'm getting SLs hit.
Yeah, I would advise you to strongly stick to one asset class or two asset classes. Don't distract yourself with too many things. A lot of people do, especially beginners. When you go in their trading view, they've got euro dollar, they've got Bitcoin, they've got gold, they've got Nasdaq, they've got this, they've got that. You're going to be distracted. You're going to be all over the place. I know one guy from the UK, when I first started out, during the pandemic, when we started our company, he mastered cable, GPUSD, for a whole year, just perfect, mastering the chart. And this guy took his capital, from 25 grand to 300K, because he was just focused on one thing, one task at the time. And us men, man, we cannot multitask. We're not like women, right?
Yeah, the first question is, what do you think about analyzing the financial statements and everything? We learned the company first. Even if it's showing outward, it's performing better. The statements showed different. So what do you think about using AI to learn the financial statement? And if you are doing it manually, it would take a lot of time. And what do you think about the backtesting a strategy using AI? And is there any methods? I'm currently I'm new to the market. I'm still learning. Thank you.
He's new to the market. Well, buddy, good luck. You're going to get punched in the face so many times in this market. Market. Look, you got to understand something, guys, especially if you're a beginner. The financial market is extremely, extremely, extremely hard. I don't care what you see on your social media. I don't care about the influencers, posting with Lamborghinis and these fancy watches. The financial market is not going to make you rich overnight. You just got to establish this. You got to ask yourself, why I'm starting trading? What's my motivation? What's my purpose? And the other question is, are you going to stay committed to the plan? Because a lot of people, they're not committed. When they start something, they jump from one thing to another thing to another thing. So that's the first thing. Now, in terms of analyzing statements, there is such good tools like MyFX Book. You can link your account there. It's absolutely for free. And it can just give you an overview analysis of the trading strategy, like drawdown, Sharpe ratio, winning ratio, how many trades, winning trades versus losing trades, etc., etc. Those are so great. Just don't use ChatGPT, please.
Yeah, definitely.